to the Crucible in Sheffield, now on BBC Two for an afternoon at the World Snooker Championship.
Good afternoon and welcome back to the Crucible as we've reached the semi-finals of the World Snooker Championship. Our semi-finalists were confirmed a little after 9 o'clock last night, and then our backstage team got to work throughout the night to transform this arena from its two-table setup to just the one. And here we are, all set and ready as the remaining players battle it out over a best of 33 frame match to see who has what it takes to make it to the end. Introducing your final four.
Always a bit special when the Rocket's in the Crucible.
If anyone says he can't win an 8th title, just have a look at these last trades and tell me why not.
He has secured the match and a career first. He's into the semi-finals.
Matches like this now, to be treasured. Just fantastic atmosphere. It came down to this one ball, and it's Mark Williams who pots it. What a match!
Some of the breaks in the artistry and cue ball control of the highest order.
And it's the world #1 who acknowledges the crowd.
Good afternoon and a very warm welcome back to the Crucible Theatre. We've reached that stage and we are so excited. I'm delighted to be joined by John Parrott and Sean Murphy and this wonderful audience. How much are you looking forward to it? Look, as we've been discussing, 2 tables down to 1. What does it feel like to get to this stage?
Totally different venue. For 3 of the 4 semi-finalists, they're used to it. They've been here lots of times. For Zhao Xintong, this is his first day at school. So he's going to come out here and he's going to look at the venue and think, oh, this is different. It's not been like this for the rest of the tournament. It'll take him a frame or so to get used to it, because it's a long walk back over there. Oh, it is. And we'll focus in on our match in just a moment. But just generally, the lineup, it is so impressive. And so far this tournament, we've seen 147, century breaks, classic encounters, new kids on the block. We've had it all.
It's been an incredible event, hasn't it, from start to finish, all the way back to round 1 at the qualifiers weeks and weeks ago. And we're only just halfway. In terms of frames needed to take this beautiful trophy home, you're just halfway.
That's such a good way of looking at it. Maybe not for the players, because there's still 5 days of snooker left in it if you are going to lift that trophy. Yeah, it's a marathon. That always has been ever since you got here. And you think, oh, this is great. I'm down to the 1 table. And you look how many sessions you got to play and how many frames you got to win. And you think, oh, this is a test. Trump against Williams. What are you expecting from that one?
Well, I mean, you know, obviously Judd put paid to my hopes this year. I recommended him as the winner for the tournament straight away. I think if he sustains the performance he's played so far during this tournament, for me, he's the clear favourite. If his level dips ever so slightly, he could get taken, and Williams, one of the most, if not the most experienced of the campaigners out here, is in a great position to take him.
OK, well, let's just have a look at the order of play for today. Of course, we've got Judd Trump and Williams later on this evening, and that is definitely one to look forward to. Both men have won this before, and then Ronnie O'Sullivan taking on Zhao Xintong. That is an exciting matchup in prospect. So let's focus in on our semi-final this afternoon between, I guess you could say, the Master and the Apprentice.
A virtuoso performance by Ronnie O'Sullivan is just wonderful to watch.
He's my idol, and when I was very young, I only watched him to play snooker because he's my favorite player, so I'm very happy if I play with him.
Zhao Xintong, wonderful shot.
Plays the game in a beautiful way. I know a lot of the snooker fans love watching him. All the professional players love watching him. He's such an exciting player, such a beautiful player to watch.
And he's in another semi-final.
Everything is the best. Brick building, long pause, safety, and the reason is very good. And I love to watch him to play.
He's into the semi-finals. What an occasion that's going to be.
To have someone like Zhao Xintong playing snooker, it's just good for everybody, really. He'll definitely win 3-4 world titles, I would assume, you know, in his career.
What about that for a shot?
The rocket, have we got lift off?
I want to find some form. I want to start playing how I used to play. So it's a bit of a rebuilding process, and I just have to be patient and just focus on playing tournaments and practicing and just trying to get back to somewhere near where I used to be, you know.
Well, we didn't know what to expect from the Rocket given the circumstances under which he came here in. But as for Zhao Xintong, do you think he will be able to handle the occasion and the pressure of playing Ronnie out here? Is that the biggest test for him?
Yeah, I mean, it was interesting in the interview. He's saying, you know, how much he loves watching Ronnie play. What he can't do is sit in the chair and fall in love with him while he's playing. He's got to come in and actually do his own stuff on the table today.
And that's happened before, though, hasn't it?
Honestly, people have done there. You know, it's intimidating. He's coming out here. He's won it so many times. It's like his front room. But you've got to come and do your own stuff. And the opening session here for me is very important.
All eyes on both players. Ronnie's, of course, been here many times. He's won it 7 times. But we saw last night that he has what it takes to up the gears when necessary. So what Ronnie are we going to see straight away, do you think, this afternoon?
I really don't know, because Ronnie's made a career of when someone pushes him, he finds a gear and he pushes them back. That hasn't happened this week yet, in my opinion, and I think this is all about Zhao Xintong. If he settles, if he can handle this and who he's playing, then he could fly off into the distance. Nobody's put it up to Ronnie yet in this tournament, and if Zhao Xintong can settle and calm the nerves and play snooker, then he's got the gift, he's got the talent to cause a shock.
I actually going to disagree with him, because I thought last night he did get tested. I thought at 10-8 it was a test, and I think in the last session when he got close to him, I thought Ronnie just pulled away a little bit and showed extra gears. So we'll agree to disagree. We don't always have to agree on everything. I think when necessary and when pushed, I think there's a gearbox ready to go. So we'll see.
I do wonder, though, fatigue is such a big thing in this sport, and the stamina that it takes to go the distance in the semi-finals. Forget about getting to the final for a moment, but over the so many frames they have to play, best of 33. Will Xintong have that in him?
Yeah, well, he's totally inexperienced at this end of an event, isn't he? Former UK champion, done it all before, but not out here. And as I said a moment ago, it is about how he settles in this arena now.
Well, it's a huge occasion for both players as we've reached the semi-finals of the Halo World Snooker Championship. And there's only one man to introduce the players. Rob Walker, it's over to you.
Thank you. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. So this is it. After 12 epic days of action, at last it's semi-final time at the Halo World Snooker Championship. A hero's reception guaranteed for the 4 players who've made it through. And what a mix of emotion and experience for this first match. One of them will be walking down these famous stairs for the very first time. The other has been doing it literally for decades. Both of them are about to be roared into this famous arena, because it's showtime in the great city of Sheffield. Please welcome a player emerging from one of the biggest matches of his life, making his maiden appearance in a Crucible semi-final after winning 4 matches at the qualifiers and 3 here on the big stage. The 2021 UK champion is back to his best, so please welcome the Cyclone, Zhao Xintong. And now to the greatest player in history, emerging for a record-extending 14th Crucible semi-final. He's been delivering at the very top for more than 3 decades. He's the 7-time champion of the world, the Rocket, Ronnie O'Sullivan.
What an incredible reception for both players this afternoon. This really is a very, very special moment. A standing ovation, by the way, in this Crucible Theatre for both players. I mean, it's a real treat for our viewers at home and for those that are lucky enough to be here, and indeed for us. So I guess the question now is, who will land the first blow this afternoon in this first semi-final? Your commentary comes from 2 legends in the commentary box, Stephen Hendry, but first, Dennis Taylor.
Good afternoon, Seema. Good afternoon, everyone. And why would you ever want to take snooker away from the Crucible Theatre? What a reception for these players. A standing ovation before they even strike a ball, and smiles all around. And it's Ronnie O'Sullivan.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. The first frame, Ronnie O'Sullivan to break.
He's won the toss, and he's going to get the first frame underway.